No, I'm happy I did it because obviously the rewards of doing, you know, my own film are very obvious, because I seem to have ended up with a film that's good and people are responding to, and it's kind of changed where I'm at. The kernel of the story is a man who's a boy and a boy who's a man, and that's very much linked into my own experience. What we're talking about being a child actor and an adult actor, you know, I started acting in press gang when I was 20 years old and had been playing kids. I looked very young that whole time, and I carried on playing a 17-year-old for the next 8 years, and so I never really popped out as an adult at any time. I just sort of stayed as this kind of dysfunctional child man. And so I was writing about that. I wanted to write and talk about that. You know, that's what Bill is. He's someone who's been locked in prison for 8 years, functioning as someone who doesn't work, who doesn't know what responsibility is, who doesn't understand how to function as an adult.
So who's looking after them?
What do you mean?
Well, it says here that Dean's 15 and Jimmy's 11 and they're attending school in Newham, so who's taking care of the boys?
Well, you know, I've had neighbours looking in, right?
Well, Jimmy's only 11. He needs an adult looking after him. They both do.
They look fine to me.
Bill, they're children.
What I learnt on a personal level coming out of it was about relationships between fathers and sons, because my dad became very ill throughout the course of the filming and in fact died in May when I was just finishing the film. So I think I kind of opened up more in my own personal life about the relationship between a father and a son, and how they communicate, or how that's a difficult area of communication, and that's what the more personal story, that's what opened up for me within it.
Wait, do you know anything about baking? I missed my son's birthday. I was going to like,
Baking a cake?
Yeah.
How old is he?
16.
16? And you're baking him a cake?
Well, yeah, I mean, that was the plan.
I'm sure he'll be blown away by it. You're getting him an action man and all.
Like then the build up the week before it, you know, it's kind of like, am I equipped for this? You know, I've pulled everything together and I've set the wheels in motion, and it's all, you know, happening, and here I am, and I'm ready to call action and cut and let's go look at the rushes. Once it got rolling, I didn't have any space for that, and if I did, I kept it very private and discussed it with my wife maybe in the evenings, yeah, you can't afford to show that. Aside from all the personal elements of it and the story and that, is like, I made a film. Just in simple terms, technical terms, I did technically make a film, and it works, and that's great. And now what I have to find is that next stage of my development as a director, what my voice is in terms of, okay, I take a story that's not mine, I somehow find my personal connection to it and my way of making a film, what my vision is, and because I can't wrench every story out of my heart and soul. I mean, you know, it's not possible. You know, maybe it is, I don't know, and maybe I'll make another film in another 40 years, but that's not massively productive. Now I have to find the way of taking that process as a filmmaker and a director, and getting other stories and saying, right, how do what's engaging to me, what's my vision on this? And that's an exciting new next stage of what it is. I mean, you know, what Bill's done is given me that opportunity for people to go, hey, let's send Dexter the script, maybe he's got an idea, maybe he's got a vision for it.